pleasure to talk about scaling climate smart agriculture and introduce the GCP4 portfolio. So we've just written a report, Actions to Transform Food Systems Under Climate Change. We see the challenges as really significant, and so therefore a real need to focus on a set of actions. There's 11 outlined in the report. I just want to mention 3 of them. Unlocking billions in sustainable finance. We need to get much more money into the agricultural sector, and it has to reach farmers on the ground. This is largely has to be private sector funding. We have to think about the policy and institutional changes that enable transformation. And we have to think about our own work as well as researchers, transforming innovation systems to deliver impacts at scale. So let me get to the GCP4 portfolio. It's around scaling climate smart agriculture. So there's many great technologies out there that can be used. The real challenge is the word scaling. How do we get to 500 million farmers globally? How do we get to 60 million in Africa? So the GCP portfolio I see as an ambitious partnership with its eyes on the enabling conditions. It consists of 8 projects, and while it covers a number of topics, I just wanted to highlight that it does have a particular focus on business models, private sector involvement. And this is one of the key areas where we think we need to focus on if we're going to achieve a transformation. Why an ambitious partnership? So it's joined up the CGIAR system and the Dutch innovation system, with a number of centers participating under the umbrella of CCAF's program, and in the Dutch system, a number of universities participating. And I think if we think about transformation, partnerships are going to be at the key of making it happen. We can't do it by ourselves, none of us. And perhaps most important, not only the research partners, but all the other partners that we're working with. So the government agencies, so that we can work on policy-related issues, non-governmental organizations, so we can get right to the ground with working with farmers, national universities, so we can also help build capacity in the South, and perhaps most important, given what I said earlier, private sector players. I haven't been able to put all the logos on the slide, but these are a selection of them. And then I mentioned the need to focus on policy and the institutional environment. And so I just want to give 2 examples. The first one comes from a livestock project with greenhouse gas emissions. Now, I should also say that these projects have not completed 3 years yet. So to expect policy outcomes from them is perhaps a little bit tough. Nonetheless, this project has achieved some formidable outcomes. So CCAFS has implemented the first ever Tier 2 greenhouse gas emission inventory for Ethiopia, which is the foundation of the UNFCCC processes, the NDC processes, setting out the country commitments. Based on the input, there's a chance to unlock millions of dollars for climate smart livestock investments. And if this works in Ethiopia, it unlocks further investments in other countries, so bringing in the needed finance into the sector. The livestock sector has been transformed from essentially a climate laggard into a leading subsector in the NDC in Ethiopia, helping also to inform other subsectors in terms of their methodology. So this is a really great achievement from this project. Another project is working on fertilizers, emissions, adaptation, and food security. And they've also managed to get their work to the attention of Africa institutions. So low greenhouse gas emission fertilizer recommendations are intended to inform the next Abuja summit on fertilizers. And also at the country level, engagement with country governments are informing national changes in the national fertilizer recommendations. I don't have time to go to all the 8 projects, so I just wanted to list another 3 achievements. And these are a result of actually bringing work from different projects together and integrating them, for example, into the upcoming Ethiopia's CSA strategy. So this is going to set the framework for the rollout of climate smart agriculture in Ethiopia, and a number of projects have contributed towards this. We've also got the attention of Africa-wide institutions, so the Africa Climate Policy Centers, effort on low emission development for livelihood in Africa has taken up some of the GCP results. And similarly, the GCP results are brought into the UN Economic Commission for Africa's Climate Resilient Development Policies initiatives. So thanks very much. I just want to reiterate, transformation is absolutely crucial. For that, we need really ambitious partnerships. We need ambitious theories of change, tackling some of the key issues around those theory of change, some of which are finance, others are related to the policy environment. Thanks very much.